Well, we're all doing great today. It's nice to have you here. We're not going to waste any much time today. We're going to get right straight to it. I can see some very good market here. So we will not waste too much time taking trades. We'll just get right to it. Let me quickly mark this because I've not seen any opportunity yet, but when you have markets like this, opportunities abound, okay? Now somebody may be wondering, why didn't I mark this one up here? Like you'll be wondering, why didn't I go ahead and mark it like this? You understand? Anytime you're marking your trend line, you mark the average. You understand? If there's any part that sticks out, that's a fake out. It's not really a breakout or the parts that you really want to mark basically. Now let's quickly get started with the. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Please go ahead and like the video immediately. Oh, Mujid, how are you? It's nice to have you here. So immediately you join the live, let's just go ahead and like the video. Thank you very much. Hope you're feeling great today, Mujid. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Look at these beautiful fake outs. There's going to be another one up here. But let's quickly start with today's setup. Okay, I knew we are going to have one here. This market seems very good. So we've not found an opportunity yet, but I'm just kind of back testing this market quickly. Seeing one of those, like if there's anything that sticks out. This is a very good one. So we're going to start first with today's setup. Let me just mark this because when you see things that are like too good to pass, just don't pass it like that. Just look at this. We have a supply here. That supply was respected. Then you have another supply here, internal supply being respected. It's been respected the second time, you can see. But once the price gets up here now, it's going to become it's already a supply area, so you can expect the sellers to come in here. But you know what? Before we even do anything, let's quickly get into today's setup. You understand? So right here, the way it is, the chart type is going to be candlesticks, just like before, and we'll be enabling this timer so that we can see. You can see there's no timer here, but immediately we enable it now, we can see how many seconds remain for each candle. You can see this one remains about 15 seconds now. You understand? So that's going to be that about that. Now the time frame is going to be M1. You can see. So once we are done with that, we come down to this trade area. You understand? Normally this is how the regular one is. You understand? It's the clock mode, but we are not using the clock mode this time around. We're using M1, so we'll change to flag mode. This is going to be the flag mode, and we'll choose M1. We'll make sure that this second hand is on 0. It's very important, and that's the only setup. Now this auto time offset has to be on too, but that's just all these setups basically, nothing more, nothing less. Then over here we're using 12.5% of our balance, but I'm going to try and lose this balance because I want us to start from an amount that makes sense. You understand? Let me take this. I'm just going to play a little bit with this balance until we lose it. So once we lose it, then we can now go ahead to actually start the real trade. So I didn't take this trade based on anything. I just took the trade randomly, basically. So I'm hoping we could lose this balance actually. You understand? Let's see how it goes. Oh, okay. We're not losing that one yet, but no problem. Sujan Shale, thank you so much for joining. Please, what country is that? It sounds like some Asian name. Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate each one of you. Thank you very much for joining. Key Step, thank you so much for joining. Now, guys, please go ahead and like the video. Please, once we join like this, let's make it an habit to just like the video immediately. You understand? I really don't want to be the one like saying it all the time. You get it? It makes me feel as if you don't like the video, and I actually believe you like the video. So if you like the video, double tap your screen. If you're using your phone, you understand. If you are using your computer, you know where the like button is. Just click it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Let's do it right now. You understand? Now there's one more thing I want us to do, guys. If you're here and you're subscribed, if you're here to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But if you are not subscribed, I want you to if you are subscribed and I want you to do something. You see, that notification bell is very important because a lot of you ask me, when are you coming online? When are you coming online? YouTube can actually tell you when I'm online if you can just enable your notification. So please go ahead right now as I'm talking to you, click on that channel logo and enable that notification beside the subscribe button. So if you are here to subscribe, use that opportunity to subscribe right now. You understand? But if you have subscribed already, all you need to do is to enable the notification. It's very, very important that you do that. You understand? Now, if you enable the notification, it's just going to help you. It's going to help you know when I'm online. You know what? Let me mark this like this. We have this common point of rejection down here. There's another common point of rejection down here. Oh, we've not even lost the balance. Can you imagine? Oh God. Okay, no worries. I will try and see how we can lose this balance now. Um, okay, I'm expecting the buyers to come up here. Yeah, I'm expecting a green candle. So we have a gap down. Though the sellers may actually come in now that I'm looking at the markets. We have this engulf, we have a continuation sign. We may have a red candle after this, but you know what? We have a gap down, so the buyers also may come in. But let's just see if we can lose this balance. That would really make sense for us to lose the balance because I want us to start. So while we're checking this one, let me quickly check another market. Yesterday I was feeling very sleepy in the live session. Oh my god. Now it's not as if I was really tired, but I was feeling very sleepy. But I just wanted to, oh my god, the sellers are coming in. Okay, you know what? I'm expect I was meant to go with the sellers. Now I'm going with the buyers. It's very, very hard when you know what to do. Now, no, let's see. We have a momentum here. We may actually lose this trade, but the way I'm looking at it, this is a buyer's entry. The buyers may coming back. Actually, it was by reflex I entered the market with buyers, not by choice actually. Normally, I would enter the market with the buyers with this kind of setup. You understand? Let's just hope the sellers like we need to lose this balance quickly. You can imagine if I was trading live like this, it would have been crazy. Oh my god. Sometimes when you want to lose the balance, then the balance keeps increasing. You understand? It happens like that. I've seen it happen many times. So okay, fine. Fine. Okay, good. So now let's enter with the regular amount we want to enter the market with. Thank you guys for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Guys, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you so much. I really want you to help me like the video. I really don't like saying this like all the time. So please like the video. It makes me look as if but I'm actually begging for a like. And the reason why I'm actually asking for the like is for you, like, and your colleagues. You understand? We have a lot of friends all over the world. They will really appreciate if you can like the video so that YouTube can recommend the video for them. You understand? So it makes so much sense. Let's just do it for them. You understand? So let's do it for them. It's very, very important that we help them out too. Okay, let's go with 15.5%. That's good. I'm not going to take a trade against the momentum here. You understand? Even though we are in a, but this could also be a very big double top. You understand? Or a triple top rather. You understand? And the sellers will just keep going to the downside. So let's look for a very good market where we can actually take our trades. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I really appreciate. You understand? Okay. Let's check a very good market. I saw some very beautiful setups today. Beautiful ones. Oh, this is a beautiful QM. Look at this. Let's quickly mark it before price gets there. So let's check M3. We'll check confirmation. Okay, fine. We have confirmation. That's good. Let's check S15. Okay. I've not seen the entry yet, but I see a double top right there in S15. Okay, I've seen the entry. This is a beautiful entry right here. We will take this trade with the sellers, and we have a round number right in the middle. Let me show you again so that you can see. Look at this round number here. You can see we have a round number here. John Winandi. Thank you so much for joining. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. I just couldn't pronounce it properly. But thank you very much. Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Okay, we have an S10 entry up here. That's very good. There was another entry I saw in S30 here. Yeah, Olamide AJ, thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. I saw an entry in S30 here. Okay, was it S15? I didn't expect that entry would work actually, this one. But don't worry, see, this S10 is a very good one. So let's mark it properly. That S10 entry is a good one. So we'll mark this area. This is a very good one. Okay. Let me just mark other things. I can see these buyers entries. So let me mark these buyers entries on these charts. We're waiting for price to come into this entry, then we'll go with the sellers. But I'm trying to see if there's any other thing we can anchor the price on, but I just couldn't. Let me check M5. Okay, no problem. I couldn't find any other thing to anchor the trade on. We are still going to take the trade. Okay, we have this market sequence of 2 greens and red, 2 greens red. We have another 2 greens red. So if we have like these 2 green here, we can go with the sellers. But this is already a QM entry. So immediately price comes into this place, we'll take the trade with the sellers. We'll wait for this trade. Guys, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you very much for doing that. I really appreciate. No, this is not scalping actually. This is binary options trading. You understand? And the platform we're using is called Pocket Option. The registration link is in the description below, in the description of this video. So you can just click on it and register with your email. And you can come back to this channel for like all the information you need. I'm expecting a pullback from here. If it goes up again, I'll take another trade. Roina Kick, Kish, thank you so much for joining. I hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. I'm expecting a pullback here. No, they decided not to pull back. No problem. If the pullback doesn't happen, it's all right. It's going to be a failed setup, but it's fine. Though the reason why I was actually looking at that's why I went to a higher time frame to kind of look into the market to see if there's any other thing I can anchor the trade on. Okay, the sellers are rejecting now. That's good. No. Okay. They're not going to give us the trade. I'm going to go with the sellers again. I'm expecting the sellers to come in one more time, because the highest amount of green candle we've had so far in this range is 3. So we can have a red candle after this. Let's see if that's going to happen. There are some times that sellers are like late to respond to the markets. You understand? And it's a QM actually. So I'm expecting a pullback from the sellers. But if it doesn't happen now, no problem. It simply just means this second time I'm wrong about the markets. Fine. And as human beings, you're allowed to be wrong too. So don't beat yourself to it when you lose trades like this. But it's a good setup anyways. Oh. I made the same mistake yesterday. I didn't okay, fine. We'll just move on. I'll keep an eye on that market though. There's got to be a reason why the market pulled up like that. You know what? There's another opportunity here. Let's mark this opportunity. We have an area of support being broken here, and we have a supply area up here. You know what? Let me just quickly go to lower time frame. We may not have enough time to like mark this market. So we have a supply area, and this is going to be the lower time frame entry for that supply. Let me check S15. Okay. We have a QM inside. There's another entry inside this area, so we will mark this place too. Now it's like what I used to tell people, that the fact that you actually lost a session or you lost a trade, it doesn't define you as a trader. You understand? It doesn't make you a failure. You understand? Yes, you're allowed to be wrong sometimes. Like you, if you know what you're doing and you misread the market, or you actually knew what you were doing, but you took a trade and the trade did not go according to plan. Don't beat yourself to it too much. You understand? You're a human being. You're allowed to be wrong at certain points. You get it? Just the most important thing that you can do is to stick to your setups. Like, did you take the right trade? Did you take the trade according to like what the setup will? According to what the setup is. If you have done the correct thing, then don't worry about it. You understand? We have a supply area here. Look at it. Price is entering into that supply. I'm expecting a pullback from that supply. So you can see now we can go with the sellers, especially if we have a gap up. We have a gap down now. We cannot go with the sellers immediately, but we'll wait for price to enter into this round number 1.86400. That's where we're going to take our trade. So if price comes into this area now, we'll take the trade. I'm expecting the sellers to reject the price from that area. Now, if the price doesn't get rejected from that area, fine, but it's still a good trade. Look at this. We have an area of support here. Now it's an area of resistance now being broken. It's going to turn to an area of support. John, hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. The sellers are coming in, but I'm not going to take the trade until it enters into this round number area. Like when it gets to that round number, I'll take the trade. Though, okay, you know what? Let me mark everything. Since is it gonna come? We have another gap down. The market is telling me that the buyers wants to really take over the market. Okay, can we take the trade now? We can. I'm expecting a pullback from here. There's another trade. I'm expecting a pullback from here too. So the price enters here. I'm taking one more trade. You didn't get into this entry, but no problem. Let me just mark everything. So this is going to be the lower time frame entry, and this will be the other lower time frame entry. So let's mark everything so you can see clearly now. So this trade is called a decision point strategy. You understand? I'll be recording a course tonight about this particular trade. Yes, John, thank you so much for joining. Precious, hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Yes, guys, please go ahead and like the video. I really appreciate if you can just go ahead and like the video. Thank you very much for doing that. Thank you. You understand? I would really appreciate if you can just go ahead and like the video. I'm still going to take this trade. Now, I can also take another trade if it comes to this round number up here, 1.86500. But you can see we still have some sellers rejecting the price inside this entry. It's pulling back, but no problem. Hey, Bokeh, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. You can like You can like, I guess probably if there was a way to like 100 times, that would really be nice. But I noticed that we have about 35 people watching, and only 5 of you have liked the video. You understand? And you probably think I don't know who you are. I know, because I have an AI that scans the video and tells me who has liked, who has not liked. So unless you want me to start calling all the people, the names of all the people that have not liked the video, do you want me to do that? I know some of you say yes. I know some of you say yes, that you start. Roofing, thank you so much for joining. Mojid, hope you're feeling great today. Yes, you wish you could like it a million times. I wish everybody could like it a million times too. That would really be nice. I wanted to mark this common point of rejection before. Oh, I missed that common point of rejection. But we should be able to. I'm still going with the sellers again, but I need price to come into this round number area for me to go with the sellers. Sorry, I missed those comments that came in just now. I was trying to. Okay, this is where I want to enter the trade from. I'm expecting a pullback from here if it's going to happen. But if it's not going to happen, fine. We'll just start all over again. We have this common point of rejection, and I'm expecting a pullback up from this round number at least. So if that does not happen, then no problem. But let's see, we still have like 20 something seconds, so we can still have that pullback. Unless they've made a decision to like just push to the upside. So then I'll be wrong about that. Okay. Okay, fine. That's good. So let's check that previous market. I want to know what really happened here. Okay. Hey Corey, thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. No, this is not my live trade. We're in a practice session right now. So you can practice along with us. You understand? This is a practice session, so you can practice along with us. Mr. Shari, thank you so much for joining. Which broker? Okay, the name of the broker is called Pocket Option. The registration link is in the description below. You can just click the description of this video and you'll see the registration link there. You understand? It's right there. You can just click on it. Thank you so much for joining. Let's look for a very beautiful trade. It's nice to have you here. JK, do you have a paid group? Yes, it's not actually a paid group. It's actually a paid mentorship. I have a paid mentorship, and it's called the Barter-Pro mentorship. So, if you would like to be a part of it, all you need to do is to click the Telegram channel link in the description and send me a message that you would like to be enroll for the Barter-Pro mentorship. Now, let me quickly address all the beginners in the house because it's about them time. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys are feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Guys, hold on, please. Let me check that market. I want to see. Okay, you can see. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Shari. So let me go back to. Oh, I could have taken this trade. It's a beautiful trade. Now let me quickly address all the beginners in the house. So if you're a beginner here and you would like to learn about you like to trade binary options, I like to learn the in and out of binary option trading, you're welcome. The first thing you need to do is to quickly go like to click the subscribe button right now, because this is where you get the authentic information for binary options trading. So thank you so much for doing that. Now the second thing I need you to do quickly is to click on the I want you to click on the registration link. If you don't have an account yet, go ahead and click the registration link. Register with your email and verify your account. It's very, very important that you do those two. Now, once you are done, I have a free beginners playlist for you here. It's called if you go to the playlist of this video, it's called we're going to go with the sellers after this. If it goes up again, I'll go more with the sellers. I'm expecting the sellers to come in after this. There's this strategy called I've forgotten the name of the strategy. When you have an engulf like this and you have two opposite candles that doesn't break the engulf, you can actually go with the sellers. So the more it goes up, the more I'll take more trades. I'm expecting the sellers to come in here. You understand? So we have a beginners playlist for all the beginners, and it's called binary option for beginners. You understand? If you check the playlist section of this video, you see the binary option for beginners. All you need to do is to click the playlist. There are about 16 videos there. Watch all the playlists, all the videos in the playlist. Why are you getting while taking? I really don't understand what you're saying. Please, can you rephrase your question? You're asking something, but I don't understand what you mean. Thank you. So please go go ahead and click the playlist section of this video, and once you click the playlist section, you will see the banner option for beginners. Click on it and watch all the 16 videos there, guys. That's where you get all the foundational information you need. Now, if you don't watch those videos, you are going to be asking a lot of questions, and I might not be able to answer you everything because I may not be able to like explain the the whole video, like the concept that you're asking about, the way I've explained it in the video, because this is a live video, you understand. I'm doing a whole lot of things like answering people's messages and at the same time looking out for good trades and stuff like that. So this is not the best time to like go in depth, you understand. But if you really want an in-depth, why are you fit getting while talking? I don't understand what you mean. Fit, what do you mean by fit getting? Hey Timmy, thank you so much for joining. Angel, it's nice to have you here. Thank you very much for joining. We have a QM here. Let's quickly check this QM. Oh, okay. The QM is not valid. We're not going to consider it as a QM. Okay. We can't even consider it also as another block. So we'll leave it. Okay. Yes, Mr. Shari Creation, thank you so much for joining. It's nice to have you here. I hope you're feeling great today. Thank you so much for joining. Now there's one more set of people I would like to address in the. Now, if you would like me to be your mentor, like you want me to train you one-on-one, and because there's a lot of people they just don't want to be watching videos. You understand? They need someone to like take them one-on-one, explain the concepts to them, like for them to understand basically. All you need to do is to click the Telegram channel link in the description. Join the Barter-Pro mentorship. So all you need to do, click the Telegram channel link and send me a message. And Kelly, thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. U70, it's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. We have some bars entries here. Okay, so you come live session daily. Yes, I do come live. I do the live session daily, but the timing it's not consistent for now. But I make it a point of duty to come on live every time. So if you're here to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe, and please go ahead, enable that notification bell. See, guys, you need to enable your notification bell if you want to always know when I'm online. You understand? You need to always enable your notification bell. Okay, it's very, very important that you do that, because that's the only way you can understand, like you can see when anytime I'm coming online, you get the gist. So thank you so much for doing that. So subscribe to the channel and enable your notification bell. Anytime I come online, YouTube will tell you exactly when I'm online. All right. Oh, I'm live, actually, not online. I mean live. Yeah, today quite quickly for you. Yeah, I came early. Yes, I came in early today. But it's one of those things. If sometimes you have time early, sometimes you have time late. You understand? I've been doing a whole lot of projects lately, so that's just that's why the thing is. But very soon I'll have a lot of time. So guys, just keep praying for me, and you guys keep supporting the channel. You understand? if I have enough support, trust me, I don't mind spending a whole, like, if I can spend 4 hours with you guys just analyzing the market. You understand? I really enjoy analyzing the market, actually. I love doing it. So I can sit down here all day analyzing the market and I won't get tired of it. You understand? It's one of those things I just find fun doing. You understand? So it's one of those things. Sometimes even if I don't see anything in the market, I just mark the buyers and sellers entries. Like, look at this seller's entry, this seller's entry. You just mark those 2 points first, and other things would follow. You understand? You can mark this level also. Look at this. Look at this. This area was an area of support before, and price came back. The price broke it. So now this area is going to be an area of resistance in the market. We have a supply up here. You understand? You can just see, if you really know what you are doing in the market, you can just keep analyzing the market like that. It's so much fun for me to just identify things in the market. This is supply. We'll mark it. Let me remove this. We'll mark this supply. You understand? Now look at this. Now this area is an area of decision points, like a decision point area. You can see we are looking for a decision point around this area. I've not found it, but we will find it eventually if you keep going to the lower time frame. You see, we can't see it yet. I'll keep going to the lower time frame until we find it. So that's how it is. You can see, look at it. This is the area we're looking for. So what do? We'll mark it. I will keep it as a lower time frame entry. And look at this. We have a round number 1.02550. That round number is going to act as an SNR in the market, like support and resistance. But in this case, it's acting as a resistance. You understand? So I'll just mark this, and that's it. We'll go back to M1. We'll wait for it. If price comes back into this area now, we'll take a rejection trade to the downside. It's as simple as that, guys. So you can see with this now, we have a setup we can wait for. So what do? We'll mark it as a favorite. We'll keep it in this favorite section. You understand? Now we can go with the buyers here. Why? We have a doji, very big doji. Guys, you know what? Let me see if I'm wrong. All right, here. You understand? I'm going full margin on this trade. Now, before I actually commit to that full margin trade, I want to see if there's a demand area in the lower time frame. I've not found it, but if I don't see it, then I won't take the trade. Okay, I found it. Look at this. If price has touched this demand area, definitely the buyers will come in. And look at this. It's a very strong demand area. So what do? We go back to M1. We wait for it. I'm taking this trade, guys. Wish me luck. 3, 2, 1. I'm expecting a pull. I'm expecting a green candle here. So let's see if it happens or not. But these are the kind of trades that I can risk it all for. And I'm not going to feel bad if I lose it. Why? Because we have everything that says we can go with the buyers. Now, what I could have done better here is to go, like, wait for price to come into this entry and take the trade. But I'm still expecting the green candle. So let's see. Let me just mark this. So if I lose this trade now, I'm wrong, but I'm not actually wrong, really. We have an evening star pattern. We have a doji break. We have a lower time frame entry right here. Everything screams that buyers are going to come in. So let's see how it goes. Good. Now let me explain this trade, because some people may be wondering, like, how did I know the buyers will come in? So let me show you quickly. Now everything happened very fast, so I couldn't. Anne Kelly, thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Now let me explain this trade quickly. So you see, the first thing I saw here was this doji, and I did not have time to mark it. You understand? Remember I told you that you can just mark things out first before you actually see your entry. You understand? Yeah, Timmy Julius, thank you so much for joining. It's nice to have you here. Now, the thing there is, now we can still go with the sellers after this, especially if we have a gap up. You understand? But this time around, I'm not going full margin. So, well, if we have a gap up, it's going to be great. Okay, we have a gap up. Above that round number, I'm going to take another one. Okay. I'm expecting a red candle here, and I'll tell you why. Now, I may be wrong, fine, but it's a very good trade. It doesn't matter if I win or lose. You understand? Now, but for this particular trade we took, let me show you. See, you see, we have a doji, and you see, anytime you have a doji, you see this cross-like candle is what we call a doji. Now you can mark the range of the doji, like the upper boundary and the lower boundary of the doji candle. You understand? You can mark both of them, and you are expecting that if price breaks this, if price breaks the level, the doji range to the downside, you can go with the buyers. If it breaks from the upside, then you can go with the sellers. It's as simple as that, basically. Let's wait for this one to finish. Then we would then I'll continue my explanation. Now over here now, look at this. Let me mark the range. Now look at this. I marked the upper boundary and the lower boundary of this doji range. You can see. Now anytime price breaks the doji to the downside, you're expecting an opposite candle. So if it breaks down with a red candle now, you're expecting the green candle to come in. But that's not the only reason. That's not the only reason why I'm taking the trade. You understand? Another reason why I'm taking, you see, I was going to the lower time frame to look for entries. I think I found one in S10. You understand? You see, anytime you find an entry that is a doji in lower time frame, it's a very strong entry. You can risk. Let me not tell you what to risk, but you understand? You can risk a lot on it. That's what I mean. Like, it's kind of a short shot. You understand? But that's not the only reason. You know, we have two reasons now, but that's not the only reason. Look at this. You see, this pattern is like an N pattern. This red doji candle, like this green candle, then this doji candle, then this red. It's called an evening star pattern. Anytime you have an evening star pattern, you have a retracement, which is this green candle we're expecting. Now, the fourth reason is the fact that we have a gap down on a round number. Now, anytime you have a gap down, and that gap down is on a level, it could be a round number, it could be a trend line, it doesn't matter. Anytime you have a gap on a level like that, is another short again. So you can see that the fact that I decided to just risk it all on that particular trade, some people may be wondering, like, how did he know? Yes, this I know is because I've been practicing. Any investment you make in yourself in this trading journey is worth it, especially if you find a mentor that is very, very good. Finding a good mentor will just shorten your stress. Like, you won't have to stress for long. You won't have to stress for too long, like maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years. Some people have been at it for 5 years and they still haven't figured it out. You get the gist. But you really don't need to stress that much. If you have a mentor, most of the mistake you're about to make, he has made it already. You get the gist. So having a mentor just makes your life a lot easier. You get the gist. We could have a third breakout here. This area, this level. It could be a third breakout. If price breaks this level up here, above this round number, we can go with the sellers again. You get the gist. Now, look at this. We have an evening star pattern here, but if you consider this red, green, this is a morning star pattern. That's the reason why I decided to go with the sellers. And I told you that if you have a gap up, I will go with the sellers above this round number. You can see 1.86400. That's exactly what happened. So for the same reason why I took this previous trade is the same reason why I took this second trade also. You understand? SJ123, thank you so much for joining. It's nice to have you here. You understand? So this is one of the reasons why I took that trade. So you have evening star here, you have morning star here. And anytime you have an evening star, you have a retracement, which is a green candle. Anytime you have a morning star, you have a retracement, which is a red candle. It's as simple as that, basically. So thank you so much for joining. Let's look for another very good trade. Let's just check. Okay. I remember we marked this market the other time. So sellers keep continuing the market. Look at that trade we lost the other time. You can see they made a decision to break this level to the upside and just keep going and not come back. You understand? That's what's happening in the market. So The fact that we lost this trade is not a bad trade at all. It was a decision point trade that, you know, they just decided to like break. Thank you very much, Larry Tech. It's nice to have you here. 1866. Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you very much. So let's check for. Oh my God, this might be a good trade. Okay, I have a feeling that this level has been for a very long time. You know what? But it's this level still seems as if it's working. But I'm not going to take this trade because we have a gap down in favor of the buyers. We may still have another green candle to the upside. So please are all wrong. This is a clear. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Ekbeleo. Okay. We have a supply, a demand area down here. That demand area seems very strong because it's been rejecting for a while. So let me go to M5 to like extend the candle a little bit. Okay. We may have a double bottom here and, you know, price will just keep going up. But I don't see any opportunity here, so I'm not going to stay on this market for too long. Okay. So when we are patient enough, guys, to like take our trades or to find good setups, it goes a long way to help us actually. You understand? We just be patient enough, you know. A lot of patience is required. You understand? A lot of patience. Look at this beautiful demand area. You can see this is a demand area. Demand area is where you have buyers, and buyers, look at it, the buyers rejected the price to the upside. They are giving us a green candle now. This is how we take our trades, guys. You understand? I know it's not easy to be patient, to be looking for entries, but that's what we've got to do, and we have to do what we've got to do. Now we may have a total breakout here. It's going to be a very, very beautiful trade if price comes back to this area. You understand? Better believer, thank you so much for joining. Is it possible to be asking questions? Because yes, go ahead, please. Now, this binary options trading, but if you want to ask questions, I'm going to be answering you from the perspective of a binary options trader. I hope it's, if that's okay for you, please go ahead, ask your questions. But please make it short and concise, not very long questions, because you see, anytime you type a message, I'm using the same screen as you are, so the thing comes for 2 seconds and goes. So if I'm not able to read everything within that 2 seconds, it's going to be very difficult for me to like understand your question. I hope you understand. I'm trying to if we have a gap down here, I'll go with the buyers. But if we don't have a gap down, then I will just leave. I'm not going to take the trade. Though I shouldn't really take this trade right now, you know. Let me just reduce the amount to a very small amount, because I still want to take this trade, but I don't want it to affect the balance that much. It's a risky trade, so if we lose it, fine. I'll take one more under this round number 2. So if we lose this trade now, it won't affect our balance too much. It's a risky trade, and sometimes you want to take a risky trade, you lower your risk amount. You understand? You don't have to go with full amount. That's how you go ahead with this dynamic risk management. You understand? You risk when you are taking a risky trade, you lower your amount to a very tiny amount just to see if you win it. You know, you don't necessarily have to like take the full amount. You get the gist. Okay, we have a common point of rejection here. I'm going to, based on that common point of rejection, take a trade. So if price comes back into this entry, we still have another opportunity, especially if it comes under this round number, this 1.86100. I'm going to take the trade with the buyers. So with this now, we can go back to the regular amount. In fact, you see this trade that we took here, there's a lot of reason. I just saw another one. We have an overlapping level, like we are breaking an overlapping level. So you broke a doji, you're breaking an overlapping level. Come on. That's a very beautiful trade right there. This kind of trade you can risk a lot on it. Now you see we have this is going to be a morning star pattern, but you see this kind of morning star pattern, you can't trust it. I will tell you why. Unless maybe we have a gap up. Yes, you cannot. That's when you can trust it. Or it closes up here. Fine. Now we can trust it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. We can take this trade with confidence now. We can go with the sellers. I'm expecting a red candle here. But if price goes up again above that round number, I'm taking 2 more trades. Because I'm expecting the sellers to come in. Now I'm going to tell you why I'm expecting the sellers to come in. They are trying to make a decision. They are trying to make a decision if they should cause a tension in the market or they should just go the natural way with the sellers. I guess it was a very tough decision for them. But no problem. So we lost that trade. Now I'm not going to go with the sellers again. I'll tell you why I took the trade. And we're actually meant to have the sellers coming. But you see, this space here there's a decision point there. And if price comes back there, the buyers are going to enter again. They are going to go higher. Let's check. Let's quickly check the decision point area. And I'll tell you why. Okay, I found it. This is the decision point area. 1.686550. So I'm going to take the trade again. If price comes back there, under that round number, I'm going with the buyers now. Okay. Okay, it's as if they are coming there now. I'm expecting a push back to the upside from this point. And I'll tell you why. Remember I told you that they were trying to make a decision here. You understand? See, you see, anytime market does not move the natural way, some people call it manipulation. Yes, and it's actually a manipulation. But you see that manipulation, it doesn't mean they are trying to manipulate your own market. It simply means they are manipulating the market to cause a tension in the market. And you see that tension is what causes the imbalance. That's what makes the market move up and down. That imbalance is like when you have the ocean doesn't stay one place. It moves up, it goes down, it pulls forward, it pulls backward. That push and pull force in the market is what keeps the market going. You understand? And you see, it is the tug of war between the buyers and sellers. So sometimes when there's meant to be a discount on a particular price and that commodity becomes very scarce in the market, what happens? It causes a tension that makes the price go up in the market, and this is exactly what's happening here. You get the gist. Exactly. Yes, and Kelly, yes, thank you very much. So anytime you see the market move in certain ways like that, you see that indecision that happened over there is an opportunity for you to find the decision point. And that's exactly what we did the other time. Look at this. The decision point happened price came to that decision point twice and got rejected 2 times. You can see that tells you that the buyers here, the people that wanted to buy here, they were just too much in the market. Now the market is eventually going to come down because it's not natural that the market will just stay up like this. or else the buyers would have pushed it to these points. But we have enough sellers to push the price down. That's why you are seeing this lower low, a lower high in the market. So I'm just going to leave this market right now because we don't have a setup here again for now. But let's just look for another setup in the market. So there's a whole lot of things that I really can't explain here on the live. But most of the time when my students come around, I take my time to explain things to them. You understand? It is I speak to them one on one. You understand? When they have questions, they ask me. If I need to make a video, dedicated video for them, I do. Why? Because I want them to understand as much as they can, so that they can stand on their own in the market. You get the gist, and that's just the way it is. So if you're interested in joining Barter-Pro mentorship, go ahead, click the Telegram channel link in the description and send me a message on Telegram. You understand? So just send me a message on Telegram that you would like to join the Barter-Pro mentorship. I'm going with the sellers here. I'll tell you why. We may have a red green pattern happen here, especially because we have this gap up on a level. Now I may be wrong about this because this is not a very strong reason to take this trade, but you know what, there's other things we can do too. So I'm expecting a third breakout. Actually, this is the real trade I actually want to take here. So I'll mark this as a favorite. You understand? If price comes, I'm expecting this red candle, like red green, like green red and green then red. If this one does not happen, fine. But this gap up signals that the sellers may come in. You understand? So that's why I'm taking this trade right now. So we have 10 seconds. Let's see what happens. Though the sellers are trying to come in. Okay, it's a losing trade. It's fine, no problem. But I'm going to keep an eye on that market. Why? Because we have a third breakout that is about to happen. I'm not going to take this. There's a common point of rejection trade here, but I won't take it. The common point of rejection trade. Now the only thing, okay, I was about saying that the only thing that will make me take this trade is if we have a round number. But look at this, the round number already happened, 107.650. Under this round number now will be a good place for me to enter. I didn't see the round number when the market was like this. You understand? But under this round number will be a very good place to enter this trade if I really want to enter. You understand? So, but if price doesn't come under this round number, I can't take the trade. Okay, I'll take it here right now. Okay, good. That's good. So that was a beautiful trade. It's a common point of rejection. When you find an area where market has rejected multiple times and you mark it, you understand? I usually like to combine it with a round number. You understand? Especially if I don't see any other reason to take the trade, I will find the nearest round number to combine it with. So if price breaks that common point of rejection and comes to the round number, I'll take the trade. You understand? So we may have the sellers come after this because we have what do you call it? We have a trend line one. Then we have a morning star pattern here. Remember what I told you about morning star pattern? We can have a retracement. But okay, fine. And this is also a supply area. So can we have a gap up, please? Gap up. If we don't have a gap up, I'll have to wait for this common point of rejection up here. Then I'll take the trade. But if price doesn't come up here, I'm not going to take. And we have a gap down in favor of the buyers. So my best chance of taking the trade is on this round number here. That's where my best chance is. So price may come up here and break this common point of rejection, but I'll wait for this round number here and I'll take the trade. But if that doesn't happen, then so be it. I'll just let this trade go like that. I'm not going to bother. I'm expecting a red candle, but this gap up can change that red candle and give us a green candle. But up here now will be a very good place to enter the market. This 107.800. So that's going to be our best shots up here. Okay. No, we have another gap down in favor of the buyers. So I'm not taking this trade again. We'll just abort it. Okay. We'll just abort the trade. So there is a whole lot of things. If you really want to be taking the best trades, there are a lot of other trades you are going to let go of. You understand? You just because it's not the best trades. You understand? We're only looking for the best trades that we can take that can give us good. Okay, I can't take this trade. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. Please go ahead and like the video. I really appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, put in the comment section. Thank you very much. And please go ahead and like the video. I really appreciate if you can just like the video. And I hope you guys are enjoying the practice session. Okay, we have come on. You see this trade is dicey. Let me reduce. I'm expecting a green candle, but I am not sure about it. Now, there is every reason for me to believe that the buyers will come in. But you see, when you have a movement like this, we have a gap down also in favor of the buyers. But I'll just take a small amount, just tiny amount. We have a break of a overlapping level here. We have an overlapping level, and it's filled with buyers. We just broke it. So I'm expecting the buyers to come in here. You understand? So if they don't come in and the sellers come in, fine. So we have a break of structure also. Let me look into this break of structure. If we have a decision point, oh, okay. We have an internal supply here. Price may actually reject from this supply. So you know what? Okay, it's good. This is going to be a winning trade. That's good. That's very good. Okay, we have another entry here. We have so many entries here, so I'm going to take this trade. If price comes into this area, I'm taking the trade. Let me see. Okay, fine. Good. So now I'm going to take the trade in like on this round number 107,750. That's where I'm going to target. But you know what? Let me quickly mark all these things. I wish. Okay. So let me mark it so that you guys can see it. It's a supply area, but we have two lower time frame entries. If price comes back into this place, we can take a trade. But you see, this rejection here is being caused by this. It's called a DBS. It's being caused by this candle here. That's why the sellers are rejecting. Let me mark the DBS for you so that you can see it. It's called a DBS. Okay, I don't want us to miss our trade. Look at this area. Now, DBS simply means demand becomes supply. You see, when a demand area is being broken forcefully like this, it causes a tension in the market, just like what I explained the other time. And because of that, it makes when price comes back into the area, the market treats it as, oh, what's wrong with the network? Why is it frozen? Come on. We're about to take this epic trade now. Come on. We need a very good network, guys. This is very annoying. Okay. This is where we are taking our trades. Above this round number here. Okay, we have a gap down in favor of the buyers. So the reason why we're having all this rejection inside this area is because of this DBS. Now, I should have taken the trade with the DBS. I didn't see it on time, you understand? So, but no problem. But no problem. Let's just wait for this trade. Over here is where we want to take the trade. So we'll wait for it. Like I was saying the other time, patience is everything. You understand? If you're very, very patient in market, you'll be fine. Trust me, you will be fine. But it's lack of patience that makes a whole lot of people lose in the markets. So thank you so much for joining, guys. Please go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You understand? I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm waiting for this. So Okay, I don't think this trade will happen anytime soon, but I'll keep it like this. Yes, let me mark the supply area too, so that you guys can see that it's also a supply. This is a supply area. So it's a supply area. We have two lower time frame entries. It makes so much sense. Over here and over here. Look at this. This is amazing. So I think because the sellers have rejected from this point now, we may just have the sellers take over the market and they'll keep going down. We still have a common point of rejection here. Okay, I think we can take our trade now if price comes into that area. Thank you. I'm expecting a pullback. Oh, we have a gap down. Come on now. What kind of gap down is this? We have to wait for that entry. Though we have a gap down in favor of the buyers, I'll still take the trade anyways. Now it's not as if I'm trying to ignore the, oh come on, we missed that entry. We'll take it again. It's here. I'm expecting a pullback from here. Okay, it's happening already. So let's hope the sellers hold down that pullback, because that gap down is dangerous. Well, let's just wait and see if the sellers will hold the price, because that gap down is not a good idea. You understand? But I just had to take the trade. Why? Because there are sometimes when you've mapped a particular trade, you're very sure about it regardless of what's going to happen. You understand? So that's a very good trade. Though we had the gap down, that's a negative confirmation. But you see, the fact that we have multiple confirmations in multiple time frames on this, that we have sellers here, is the reason why I went ahead with the trade regardless. You understand? If you have any questions, please go ahead and send me go ahead and send me a message. Now, if you are interested in joining the Barter-Pro mentorship, go ahead and click the Telegram channel link in the description. And guys, is the comment section still working? Please, somebody should help me check if the comment section is still working. I can't see anything from the comment section here, so I want to be sure if it's still working or not. You understand? But okay, it's still working. That's good. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Hey, Gemworld, guys, we have Gemworld in the house. Thank you so much for joining Gemworld. Now, guys, if you don't know, Gemworld is the OG of this channel. You understand? She's one of the OGs of this channel. We have several OGs. Thank you so much for joining Gemworld. You understand? She's been supporting the channel back to back. CHIBFX. Thank you so much for joining. It's nice to have you here. So as I was saying, Gemworld is one of our biggest OGs. I'm going to go with the sellers after this trade, after this candle. Thank you very much. It's nice to have you here. Michael. Okay, Michael. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going with the sellers after this trade, and I'll tell you why. This is a third breakout. We have first touch low, second touch lower low, price breaking this area. I'm going with the sellers after this. Thank you so much, guys. So Gemworld is one of the OGs of this channel, and she's been one of our biggest supporters. So I'm so grateful anytime she comes here. Ben Smart, thank you so much for joining. Let's go with the sellers after this. Okay, I'm taking one more trade because of the gap up. You understand? I'm expecting the sellers to come in and give us a red candle. So yeah, isn't that not yes, it seems as if it's bullish. Yes, but we're going to have a red candle after this, and I'm going to explain it. It's actually a bullish move, but I'm expecting the red candles to come in, the sellers actually to come in after this. So let me quickly go to lower time frame. Okay, you know what, let me take two more trade here. I'm expecting the sellers to come in here also. Oh no, they are not going to come in. Actually, they should come in. Okay, they are coming in already. I was expecting that they will come in too. Oh, come on. Okay, we lost that trade. Now, this is a very good trade. It's not a bad trade, even though it's a losing trade, and I will explain. Let me clear all this market and I'll redraw everything so that you see that it's actually a good trade. But it's a failed setup, and it happens sometimes like that we have failed setups. Now, the first thing we need to observe here, yeah, it's a liquidity grab. You're very correct. You're very correct. It's a liquidity grab. Now, look at this. We have this trade here. Yes, you're very correct. It's a market structure. Now look at this. This is we have first touch low, then price comes back to this level, and we have a second touch and with a lower low. You understand? Now, if price comes back and breaks that level and gives us a gap up in the favor of the sellers, where we're expecting the sellers to come in. Now you see, I told you the other time that anytime market does not move the way you expect it to move, or in a particular area, here is a break of structure. Now, anytime price doesn't move like in its natural order, it's because there's a decision point. Now let's look for decision point, and I'll show you right inside that candle. Let me go back. I'll mark the candle. I wanted to see something. Now I trusted that move too much that I risked a lot on that particular trade. Now, if that's a good thing or a good idea or a bad idea, no, it's that one is left to for a personal it's a personal thing to actually decide. But you see, this is the decision point for this particular failed setup. If price comes back into this decision point, we will have a trade to the upside, because the same buyers that caused this push to the upside, they are here, and we have another one down here. Let me mark it again. Oh yes, you can connect with me on Telegram. So just go ahead, click Telegram channel link and send me a message on Telegram. You understand? So look at this. You see, this area down here is our decision point, and this area down here is a short. So if price comes back down here, we will take the trade with the buyers. Let's go. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, fine. So we have an entry down here. We have another entry down here. We're going to take trades in those two entries, in right under this level and inside this other entry. I don't have time to mark it now. I'm waiting for this price. It may come down anytime, so I want to be ready when it comes. You understand? But this trade is a very good trade. You understand? Now, there are some good trades that are going to end in losses. You need to be prepared on that. Now, there are some bad trades that you win and you think is a good trade, but it's not. You get it? So I'm waiting for this trade patiently. Yes, we'll take one here. I'm expecting a push to the upside. If that does not happen, no problem. We still have one more entry down there. Okay. I'm expecting a push to the upside. So let's see if the market is going to move in that regard. Okay, fine. It's a losing trade also. The same thing happened again. Now, if I go to lower time frame here, I can easily find the decision points. This is where the decision point is, but let me check. And okay, we have another one down here. There's another one down here. You see these two areas now. This is the reason why we lost the trade down here. Normally to pull back, because we have a breakout here. Usually that's what these SMC guys, they call it break and retest. You understand? When market comes back to retest the level, usually there's a pullback before they actually, if they want to break it, they break. It goes ahead to break. But you can see this one is just a wash off, like momentum coming down with the sellers. You understand? Exactly. So over here, let me mark this. So I'm going to start it over again, and we'll look for very good opportunities in the market, then we'll take it again. So it's as simple as that. Now over here we have a demand area down here. Thank you so much, Mujid. Over here. Okay, the buyers are finally coming, but I'm not going to take any trade here right now. Now, yes, thank you, Mujid, for saying that actually, because the thing is sometimes your learning process does not require only just winning trades. You understand? You learn from both success and failures, and if you have not learned from failures, then you have not learned anything. You get it, gist, and that's the reason why we practice a lot. So perfect practice make perfect, but you have to practice in a perfect way too. You understand? That training is everything. You get it, gist. So we have this price channel being broken. We can have the buyers come up again. Let me check the rest of the market quickly. Okay, fine. We have an entry down here, so that we're waiting for. Okay. Let me check this quickly. This market is tending towards the downside, but I don't see any opportunity here, so I'm not. Let me just remove it from. Okay, I'm waiting for this. Or we would have lost this trade if I was in markets, because I would have taken this trade wholeheartedly, thinking, okay, we have a gap up. I probably wouldn't have taken it. But if we didn't have the gap up, I would have taken the trade. But you can see now, price broke this level. They came back to retest the level. You can see that's break and retest right there. A lot of SMC guys use it. Okay, the buyers they finally came in. Wait, we have a QM here. Let me see. Oh my god, this is gonna be a beautiful trade. Okay, well, now we can take this trade. You know what? Let me take this. If we don't get that pullback there, no problem. We will get it in the other one. If we don't get the pullback there, we will get the pullback in the other one. You know what? Let me just wait and. So we have an entry here for the QM. I'm expecting a pullback like a red candle or something. If you don't see it, then no problem. Why do you trade demo? Yes, I've been asked that question like 1,000 times. You understand? But let me tell you, I've not been asked today, so you are the first person that will ask questions today. Now, the reason why I trade demo, you can see that the title of this session is practice session. It's not a live trade session. You understand? And the reason why we are practicing is so that we can get better. You understand? Now, if you don't practice with your demo, there's no way you can get better in your real trade. You understand? Now, also, I'm using this demo to yes, why you trading demo? That's what that is what your questions asked. I'm giving you the answer already. Now, the reason why I trade the demo, yes, I know, was just asking. Okay, good. Oh, you know already. Okay, good. So the reason why we are trading the demo right now is so that the distraction on live is a lot. You understand? Look at this now. You are sending me messages, on comments. I have to read your comments. Normally, if I'm to just take the trades, I won't have time for comments. I won't have time to be able to include everybody. You understand? It's not going to be fun. It's exactly what I'm trying to say. You get the gist. Now let me tell you why I took this trade. But let me look at the lower time frame. I think there's something else. Okay, fine. There's another entry inside this place. Let me mark it. Let me mark it quickly. I'll show you why this trade is a winning trade. Over here. I'll show you why this trade was a winning trade. Now look at this. This is a QM. This is a QM. We have this ABC to the upside, push to the downside. We have a QM here. Let me mark the QM quickly. You see this zone is a QM zone. But the first thing we need to do when you have a QM is to go to higher time frame. You will need a higher time frame confirmation, and that's what we found in let me clear all this so that you guys can see it, because there's too much marking. You may not see it clearly. So let's start from the beginning. Now look at this. This is a QM. Let me mark it. This is a QM zone. We have ABC to the upside, push to the downside. Now the first thing we need to do is to go to higher time frame. We're looking for this engulf. Look at this red candle engulfing this green. That's the engulf we're looking for. That's the higher time frame confirmation. Then we go to lower time frame. We begin to mark the entries above this QM shoulder. You understand? This is the first entry we find here. We'll mark it. Now I think I found another entry in S10. Look at this. This is the second entry. We mark it also. Look at this. So now that we've marked all the entries, I'm going to color code it so that you can see it clearly. So you see the second one, I'll mark it this. That first entry, I'll mark it like a lower time frame entry. Look at this. So let's go back to M1 now so that we can see everything clearly. So we have the QM and we have the entries above. Immediately price comes into that entry. Look at the trade we took. Immediately price comes into that entry. You take your trade and you expect the pullback and you win the trade. It's as simple as that, guys. It's as simple as that. You understand? Now, if price doesn't come into that entry, you don't take the trade. It's as simple as that. But immediately price comes there, you take your trade. You're expecting a pullback. It may not be a very big pullback. It doesn't matter. As long as it pulls back enough for you to win, that's it. You get the gist. That's what you call a QM. You see, all these strategies, I've thought about it. I've taught all these strategies in my live trading session playlist. So I want you to go ahead, go into that live trading session playlist and watch all the videos. Guys, I drop videos back to back every week. You understand? So you don't have any excuse that you cannot learn. No, you must learn. It's because I'm putting in the work so that you guys can learn, so that you guys can practice and get better. You understand? One of us today was able to go from just $2 to $60. He made 30x of his balance. That's amazing, guys. And he did all that just by listening to these instructions I'm giving you guys, right? The same instructions. So you don't have any excuse not to do it, like not to get good at this. You understand? Now you don't lack mentor now. You don't say, it's because I don't have a mentor. Now you have a mentor. You understand? So you don't have a choice. You have to put in the work. You have to practice every day, every single day. Enter the market, practice, and get better at it. You understand? My time is up right now. If you have any questions, please go ahead and put in the comment section. Thank you so much for joining today's live. If you are yet to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe and enable the notification bell so that when next we come live, YouTube will send you a notification. It's very, very important so that you guys can be the first set of people to get notified, when YouTube gives you notification. So thank you so much for doing that. Do we have any questions? I'm about signing out now. So thank you so much for joining. If you want to join the Barter-Pro mentorship, go ahead. Join the Telegram channel in the description, like the link in the description. Just click on it. Send me a message on Telegram. If you want to send me a message on Telegram, click that tag called @Barter-Pro mentorship. Click on the tag and it will bring you directly to my chat room, my personal, my private chat room. You understand? So just I'll give you all the details. I'll tell you how much it will cost. I'll tell you what the schedule will be like, and everything. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.